Hey y'all, here I am. Haven't done this in a long time on video, so we're gonna see if this is gonna work or not. So, gonna paint yes today. It's part of Whitney Freya's program, Painting Yes, and then we all hashtag it, which I'll include that somewhere, and we all post them the week of, I believe, 9/11, and just get as many yeses out there as we can, right? So if your painting practice, you can do, it's your painting practice. I like to start with a candle. Not sure if they're going to stay lit just because I have the ceiling fans on here, in here. I also have my son's dog here for the week who's in heat, and so this back room does not smell as nice as it usually does. So we've got a nice vanilla bean candle going here. Get out your favorite crystals. Um, since I'm going to be working with heart energy today, I thought I would get a rose quartz. And then just your intention, my intention for this painting practice today is to say yes to life, to say yes to health, healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit, and say yes to my dreams coming true, whatever they may be. Um, so that's my intention. And what I'm going to do is I have this painting that I'm going to paint over. This was one from a retreat from my soul sisters, and each separate flame, or it's supposed to be the sun, soul sisters, is a different one of their names. And then the two teachers that brought us together at a retreat, I think that was 5 years ago. I don't know. Do you find that time just doesn't make any difference anymore? So the first thing, of course, I'm going to do, I've got some white. We're going to see how it covers it. So even though I'm covering this canvas, the energy, and honestly, I don't even know what was under here before. Something blue, it looks like. But even if I can't remember what was here before, the energy of what I painted is always going to stay on this canvas. And so by painting over this Soul Sisters canvas, I'm also imbuing their energy into my yes too. Because it is important to say yes to life. So just basically painting over it with the white. So as there are lots of changes going on in my life, I, with having to become a caretaker of my mom and dad, they do live in a retirement center, but, my dad has been diagnosed with dementia for quite a few years. And then my mom had some kind of episode the first week of July, and they haven't been able to figure out what it was. But since then, I've really seen a decline in her memory and her health. And when we went to the doctors on last Thursday, she was diagnosed with onset dementia. And so my stepbrothers and I are trying to talk them into going into an assisted living program, which the retirement center that they live in has all the different steps of, they have assisted living, and then they also have like hospice and end of life. So, they kind of take care of them. It's just that right now they live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath duplex, and they have a lot of stuff. I'm saying I don't have a lot of stuff because I do too. It's amazing how much stuff that you can gather. All right, we're going to let that dry for a minute. And so I'm trying to help her release things, and at the same time, I'm also trying to ask myself, what is it that I need to release also? One of the things that we did, that Mom and I did last Thursday after the doctor's appointment, we went through her Easter cards and some of the stickers and Valentine's. She used to send cards to everybody, anybody that she met, even off the street. Get their address and send them birthday cards and Easter cards. And last year she didn't even send Christmas cards. it's just, she's just gotten really overwhelmed. And so she gave me, she had tons of doilies, of these heart doilies, all different, you know, red, white. And she kept some because she may make Valentine's cards next year with them, which she's never done, but that's okay. Every little bit that I can get out of their house, it helps, right? And so I decided what I would do is, and I forgot to get a marker, so I will be right back in a jiffy. My pen's wet, but I want to have it something that I can, I guess, oh, you know what? I'll just grab one of the grandkids' markers. Whatever works, right, Shannon? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my intentions on these hearts, and then I'm going to put them on the painting, and then you can, the acrylic paint will help stick it, and so it'll have some kind of mixed media kind of feel to it, right? So you can do this. You can just you can use any color pen you want, and you can just write on there what you want, your intentions of what you want to say yes to. So I'm going to say yes to healthy body. And because this is already a little wet, it'll probably stay up there for a minute until I, and then yes to embracing changes. Oops, that one kind of smudged, but I know, it's going to be covered up anyway. Yes to embracing possibilities. Yes to, oops, oh, shoot. I keep forgetting the cat is underneath my desk and I keep stretching my legs and she keeps attacking my feet. So if I go, ow, in a little bit, that's why. She's being kind right now, which is not really her way. Anyway, so yes to embracing possibilities, yes to dreams coming true, whatever those dreams are. And yes to healthy mind and spirit. And again, you can fill up the whole, you can write on the canvas. I could probably even write on it now. So this is what my canvas looks like right now. And because what was on here before, it kind of had the grounding chakras. It had red and orange and yellow on it. I was thinking that maybe I would add blue, and of course I may paint the yes with green because I'm trying to say yes to an open heart, and this is open heart, right? Open heart painting. And then adding some light blue for throat chakra, and then of course indigo and purple. So we'll see. We'll see what it's going to look like. I'm not really sure. Haven't figured that out yet. But what I am going to do right now, and I'm going to move my water so I'm not putting my paintbrush over my coffee. It's just adding the paint to get these doilies to stick down. And, you know, it may work, it may not. That's okay. I'm open to that too. We all do what, let's see. Is that maybe be a little bit better? There we go. All right. You know, we try new things, we do, we see what works, we see what doesn't, we make adjustments. It's just kind of like life, isn't it? That's just life. That we make all those adjustments. it just seems like there's some years that we make a lot of adjustments and some years, you know, are quieter than others. This seems to be a not so quiet year for me. So I'm hoping that, sorry, Jasmine, like I'm sleeping here. Um, I'm hoping 2024 is going to be just a little bit more quieter, um, more quiet. Yeah, okay, sorry, English. Um, you know, so I don't know. You know how your mind starts saying, that's not laying down, but that's okay. Saying things like, "Oh, sure, you think that, sweetie," and then we'll plan accordingly. Right? That's how the universe works. All right. You can also use like decoupage or I'm just getting my hands dirty. Um, all right. I'm feeling kind of stuck. It's been a while. Oh, there we go. I don't know if this is the color I want or not, but we're just going to go for it. This one does not want to lay down. And what you could do also is after you let it dry a little bit, you could set a book on top of it and we'll see. It's just not, and it may be just because it is so humid right now too. Um, and I've never used foil doilies before either, so it could be that. But you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way, right? Isn't that the saying? And I have a will to get this done. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. There we go. Yeah, that's looking nice. That's looking nice. Come on. Down, down. And so here the paint is not, you know, not all the way dry. And then you can even, if you wanted to do that, some of that color is coming through from from the underpainting. Okay. All right. It's probably going to take a while to dry. So maybe this is step 1 and 2 and 3. You know, like we painted over the canvas. We wrote our intentions of what we're saying yes to. And then I'm going to have to let this dry a little bit so these will stick. Right? Okay. So I will be back with you momentarily. See you soon. Ciao.